What if everything we know, everything we experience, everything we are is not real? Welcome to the Thought Rally channel, where we explore some of the most fascinating ideas and theories about our world and beyond. Today, we're delving into a mind-bending concept that has captured the imagination of scientists, philosophers, and science fiction writers alike: the simulation hypothesis. This hypothesis suggests that the world we know and experience may not be real at all, but rather a computer simulation created by an advanced civilization. From Nick Bostrom's three-part argument to the strange and inexplicable phenomena in our world that may support this idea, we'll explore the fascinating implications of this provocative theory. Get ready to have your mind blown. The simulation hypothesis proposes the idea that our world may be a computer simulation created by a more advanced civilization. While it may seem like an outlandish theory, it's based on a three-part argument put forward by philosopher Nick Bostrom. The first part of the argument posits that civilizations will eventually have the computing power to run realistic simulations of their ancestors. Given the rapid pace of technological advancement in recent decades, this seems like a distinct possibility. We already have sophisticated virtual reality experiences and video games that allow us to immerse ourselves in digital worlds. The second part of Bostrom's argument suggests that some civilizations will be interested in running simulations of their ancestors. This could be for any number of reasons, from studying history and culture to creating virtual worlds for entertainment. We ourselves are already starting to create simulations of our own world and societies for various purposes, from city planning to disaster response training. The idea that a more advanced civilization might do the same on a much larger scale is not so far-fetched. The third and final part of Bostrom's argument is perhaps the most thought-provoking. If even one civilization runs a simulation of its ancestors, it is likely that we are living in one. The logic behind this is simple. If the number of simulations being run is large enough, it's more likely that we are living in a simulation than in the real world. This raises some profound questions about the nature of our reality and the possibility of knowing anything about the real world beyond the simulation. So, what evidence is there to support the simulation hypothesis? While there is no conclusive proof one way or the other, there are some intriguing phenomena in our world that could potentially be explained by the hypothesis. For example, the fine-tuning of the laws of physics that allow for life to exist seems almost too perfect to be a coincidence. It's possible that these laws were designed specifically for the purpose of running a simulation. Additionally, the existence of dark matter and the strange behavior of quantum particles have yet to be fully explained by conventional science, leading some researchers to consider the possibility that they are artifacts of a simulated reality. While the simulation hypothesis is still just a theory, there are several lines of evidence that have been put forward to support it. One such line of evidence is the fine-tuning of the laws of physics that allow for life to exist. The laws of physics are finely balanced, and even slight variations would result in a universe that could not support life. This fine-tuning has long been a puzzle for scientists, and some have suggested that it could be explained by the idea that our universe was designed specifically to support a simulated reality. Another line of evidence is the strange behavior of quantum particles. Quantum mechanics has long been a mystery to scientists, and some argue that the strange and seemingly illogical behavior of quantum particles could be explained by the fact that they are not real in the conventional sense, but rather simulated. For example, the concept of entanglement, where two particles can become connected in such a way that the state of one affects the state of the other, seems almost impossible to explain within a conventional framework. Additionally, the existence of dark matter has yet to be fully explained by conventional science. Dark matter is believed to make up a significant portion of the matter in the universe, yet we cannot directly observe it. Some have suggested that this is because dark matter is simply a part of the simulation, and therefore not directly observable in the same way that the real matter in the universe is. While these lines of evidence are intriguing, it's important to note that they are not conclusive proof of the simulation hypothesis. As with any scientific theory, the idea must be rigorously tested and challenged in order to determine its validity. However, the fact that there are phenomena in our universe that seem to support the idea of a simulated reality is a tantalizing possibility that cannot be ignored. Furthermore, the implications of the simulation hypothesis are profound. If we are indeed living in a simulated reality, what does that mean for the nature of our existence? Are our thoughts and experiences real, or simply a part of the simulation? And if we can create our own simulations, what does that say about our own reality? The simulation hypothesis raises many questions that are still being explored by scientists, philosophers, and the public at large, and will continue to be a fascinating topic of discussion for years to come. The implications of the simulation hypothesis are far-reaching and have profound implications for our understanding of reality. One of the most significant implications is the idea that our experiences and perceptions may not be real in the traditional sense, but rather a product of the simulation. This challenges our understanding of what it means to exist and raises questions about the nature of consciousness. Additionally, if we are living in a simulated reality, it raises the possibility that we could create our own simulations. This could have profound implications for fields such as artificial intelligence and robotics, as we could potentially create artificial beings that are just as real as we are. Furthermore, the simulation hypothesis challenges our understanding of the nature of the universe. If our reality is a simulation, then what lies beyond it? Are there multiple levels of simulation? Or is there a base reality that we cannot perceive? This raises questions about the nature of existence itself and challenges our assumptions about the limits of knowledge. Finally, the implications of the simulation hypothesis for religion and spirituality are also worth considering. If our reality is a simulation, does that mean that there is a programmer who created it? And if so, what does that say about the nature of that being and our relationship to it? These are questions that have been explored by thinkers across history, and the simulation hypothesis provides a new lens through which to consider them. So, the simulation hypothesis presents a fascinating and thought-provoking idea that challenges our assumptions about the nature of reality. While the theory is still in its early stages, there are compelling arguments and evidence that suggest that we may be living in a simulated reality. The implications of this idea are profound, ranging from the nature of consciousness to the potential for creating our own simulations. Regardless of whether or not the simulation hypothesis is ultimately proven true, the very fact that we are able to entertain such ideas and explore the limits of our knowledge is a testament to the power of human curiosity and imagination. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the universe, it's important to remain open-minded and willing to consider new ideas, even if they challenge our assumptions. In the end, the simulation hypothesis reminds us that the search for truth and understanding is a never-ending journey, and that the universe is full of wonders and mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Whether we are living in a simulated reality or not, the quest for knowledge will continue to inspire us and drive us forward. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay up to date with our latest content.